Anime Vanguards Update 5 might be the biggest update to be released in Anime Vanguard's history. It is a pretty interesting and hyped up update, so that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. By the way, if you're not yet subscribed, then don't forget to like and subscribe, because at 50k subscribers, we're going to be doing a pretty big giveaway. So subscribe and join our Discord in the pinned comment down below, and let's get started. Alright, so how do I know that Update 5 of Anime Vanguards is potentially going to be their biggest update? Obviously, apart from the sneaks, I know that this is going to be another gap video, so if you're going to be complaining, yes, we're going to be milking this. There's going to be 5 or 10 more videos releasing about the Update 5. In Anime Vanguards, Update 4 previously was their biggest update, right? Bicep actually did say something about this, saying we're never releasing this much stuff in one update again. Because Update 4 of Anime Vanguards added so much. They added rifts, love portals, 12 units, each of those units having in-depth passives. And then, yeah, they also added a new story mode. So again, that's a lot of stuff in a single update. And it actually took them 3 weeks to release this update, right? So it took them 3 weeks to release this update, and it's their biggest update ever. Update 5, on the other hand, Kazi did reply to this tweet or announcement of Bicep saying we're never releasing this much stuff in one update again. Kazi replied to that saying, why did Bicep lie, guys? Essentially saying that they are going to be releasing as much stuff in Update 4 in Update 5, but probably not as much, probably even more stuff in Update 5. And the reason why I think it's going to be more is because of their sneak peeks, right? So let's take a look at first the characters. We're going to talk about the game modes and the characters first. Let's take a look at the characters, right? Majin Buu, right? Majin Buu alone, from the sneak peeks that they have, has multiple forms. They have this form of Majin Buu. They have Fat Buu. They have this form. I don't really know what this form is called. I think this is Evil Buu. I'm not really too sure, guys. I haven't really watched Dragon Ball Z in a while. So Evil Buu, and then also Super Buu. So if you're counting that, that's already a ton of forms. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4 Super Buu, and then what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. So that's 4 versions or forms of Buu. But then you also realize we have Vegito. So Vegito will have 2 units in order to fuse into Vegito. So if that's 2 units, that's already Goku. So that's 5 units. And then Vegeta. So that's 6 units that's going to be fusing to Vegito. Then you also have Gohan, Ultimate Gohan, right? So that's already 7 units. So that's 7 units already. And obviously, if you add Vegito, that's an 8th unit. I mean, technically, he's gonna be part of Goku and Vegeta. But if you add Vegito, that's pretty much 8 units already. Then we're also gonna have 2 new Battle Pass units. They confirmed this, that we are gonna be having a new Battle Pass. So that's 10 units already. I don't know if we're going to be getting more units. I think we are possibly going to be getting more units. I think the units that they're sneaking right now are the main focus of the update, but not really going to be all the units in the update. So there's probably going to be more than 10 units in this update. Then if you take a look at the passives as well, this is the most amount of passive in a single unit in Anime Vanguards. So it's pretty nice. And then just from the units and passives alone, right? Units and the way that they're designed, they're pretty big already. I think the way that Vegito and Buu will work is unique. So basically, we're gonna have 2 unique units in a single update, right? 2 unique units with mechanics to them that are in a single update. So that alone is pretty nice. Then they're also going to be getting Odyssey, which is going to be the biggest game mode in any tower defense game ever, simply because of how many unique modifiers you can have and how many combinations you can have, basically. So you can have, from what I'm seeing right here, probably hundreds of combinations, if not thousands of combinations to really just make Odyssey your own game mode, which again, it's pretty nice, right? And yeah, last thing before I end this video, this update's probably going to be releasing this weekend, so stay tuned for this update to release in this weekend. And yeah, it's probably going to be one of their biggest updates in a while. And are we going to be getting a new Vanguard this update? I think it's already confirmed we're not going to be getting a new Vanguard, so Gogeta is still going to be staying. But it is going to be a pretty big update. We're going to be getting a new Battle Pass. So yeah, I made this video to get people more hyped and also to spread the word about Update 5 Anime Vanguards, because some people might think it's not going to be as big as previous updates, but this one's probably going to be the biggest one. So yeah, see you in the next one.